and even the ground. You don't have to touch the line to get seriously hurt, so stay as far away as you can. Anything power lines are touching can be dangerous, including the ground. Let's live safely together. Learn more at oge.com/safety tips.
Lindsay Davis goes through her final pregame warm-ups as McNeese stayed in their all-black uniforms. Goes through its final pregame preparations for this showdown tonight with the Oklahoma Sooners. Let's bring you the starting lineups brought to you by Norman Regional Health for the Sooners. The visitors here tonight, Jada Coleman will lead things off in center field. Jada coming off a good game in the opener. She finished 2 for 3 with a stolen base and a run scored. Alyssa Brito back in the starting lineup. She'll bat second and play third base. T.R.A. Jennings hitting third at short, with Ella Parker moving up a spot in the lineup. The freshman will be the DP and back cleanup. Kinsey Hansen will bat fifth and catch. Cassidy Pickering will bat sixth in right field. Batting seventh at first base is Sydney Sanders. Riley Boone will bat eighth and play left field, and Avery Hodge back in the starting lineup for the Sooners. She'll bat ninth and play second. The Sooners going with Kelly Maxwell in the circle. Here we go. We hope you enjoyed tonight's broadcast as much as I know we'll enjoy bringing it to you. Davis rocks, fires. First pitch to Jada Coleman is low for ball one. 6:02 with the first pitch. Dare I say, right on time. First game cooked, an hour 40. Here's the 1-0 pitch to Jada. Out on that outer edge. 1 ball, 1 strike. They're going to give that corner. We'll take it. If Kelly Maxwell has that tonight, look out. If that's going to be a strike, look out. Here's the 1 ball, 1 strike pitch to the Sooner left-handed hitting center fielder. We'll start this nightcap off. And now they're going to they gave a warning to the pitch. No, they didn't give a warning. Hold on. Patty Gasso, if he's calling that she didn't throw the pitch in time, that's ball 2. Right, because it seemed like it was taking an inordinate amount of time for Lindsay Davis to pitch. And she had been holding the ball. I don't know if it quite been 20 seconds. Remember, the clock is controlled. In Mexico, it was controlled by the third base umpire. Now they're going to bring everyone together. When we were in Mexico, and here it's not the case, but the third base umpire would control the pitch clock. You have 20 seconds once you put the ball in your glove. The hitter's got to be in. Jada was in plenty of time, but when he gave the violation, it's supposed to. All right, they're telling Coach Gasso it's 1-1. And I don't know how that's the case. If they're saying that this is a pitch clock violation, it's ball 2. I don't know much about the new timing rules outside of when there's no warning. There's no, hey, that's your warning, don't do it again. It happens once. It's a ball if you're the pitcher that's in violation. It's a strike if you're the hitter that's in violation. We're off to a blazing start here tonight in Lake Charles. It's not a significant change, I think, to the naked eye. You really got to drill deep and love this game to truly get how different this is. The 1-1 fouled straight back. And I'm still kind of in shock that wasn't ruled a ball to Coleman, who is now behind the count of ball and 2 strikes. We'll continue to learn more about this as the season progresses. But the 20-second action clock begins once the ball is returned to the pitcher's glove from the umpire. One ball and 2 strikes here to Coleman. Now, here comes the pitch. It's a little bit in. The first base umpire's got to do something. I don't know what's going on here with Davis, but she'll come set, and then it's almost like she'll balk if we're talking baseball rules here. And we're not. And I hate the comparisons when that happens. And, I mean, it almost seems like she's kind of shook. And our first base umpire, that is not Ann Foster. But Nikos Williams, who is over at first, is talking with James Landrino, who is the longtime head coach here at McNeese State. So they've got the count at 2 balls and a strike. It's 2-2. Thank you. That's on me, boys. All right, here's Jada. Now I guess everyone has the explanation they need. We think here comes the 2-2 pitch to Coleman. Popped down the left side, slicing away and out of play from the reach of Bouvier, the third baseman. So again, the 20-second action clock. The batter and catcher have 10 seconds to be in the box and ready to play. Any timing infraction is a strike on the batter. Pitchers have 20 seconds to start the pitch when their hands separate. Any timing infraction is a ball to the batter. But in this instance, it was not a ball. Here's the 2-2 pitch to Coleman. That makes that a little bit more frustrating because Jada would be aboard now, should be aboard now, full count. McNeese gave Baylor all they could handle here Wednesday night, losing 3-2. Here's the 3-2 pitch to Jada, popped up behind home plate and out of play. As we have our pulse and tax resolution and accounting opponent outlook, McNeese State, this facility, this area, this region, they end up hosting a lot of tournaments. In fact, the Cowgirl Classic is one of 3 that they will host. 3-2. Popped up, shallow center field. Racing in is the center fielder Dunham to make the catch, and there is one away. Cowbells, you'll hear a lot of them tonight. Well, hopefully not too many. Last week they hosted the first Cowgirl Classic after opening up the season with a conference, not part of the Classic, loss to Cal 5-2. They won all 4 games of their Cowgirl Classic. Here's Brito, line drive, center field, too hard, too straight, too solid, caught by Denham. I mean, Alyssa Brito didn't even give us a chance to talk about this performance last week from the McNeese State Cowgirls as she returns the lineup and scorches one to center field, but it's caught there by the center fielder Dunham, and there's 2 away for Tiare Jennings. Scoreless game just underway. First pitch to TRA is up high. They scored 48 runs in those 4 games combined at McNeese State, beating New Mexico, Tarleton State twice, and Tennessee State. Trying to get a piece of history here tonight. The 1-0 pitch is in for a strike, 1-1. These 2 teams will play again tomorrow night. Note the slightly later start time of 6:30. 1 ball, 1 strike. Getting chilly here late, too, in Lake Charles. Pitch inside. Speaking of getting chilly, the chance for light rain picks up over the next hour. Claims it's 62 degrees outside right now. The problem is this light rain, when it stops, might be here for a little bit, but I don't think it would stop this game. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Jennings whipped through it. Our weather, as always, is brought to you by the Trails Golf Club in Norman, where you'll experience everything you love about golf and more. Visit trailsgolf.com. We are in a wind advisory. They're expected to end by later this evening. Here's the 2-2 pitch to Tiare. Got her swing. Chased one out of the zone. Big breaking ball from Davis. And the Sooners go out in order in the first. We head to the bottom of the first inning. Oklahoma in Lake Charles. Scoreless. Scoreless as we head to the bottom of the first inning. Kelly Maxwell gets the start for the Sooners. The lefty's first pitch. Catches the outer edge for strike 1. Big 12 pitcher of the week. After a fantastic start to the season. She was awesome last weekend. Her defense was really good, too, around her against Duke. Really did a good job to that Oklahoma defense. The 1-0 pitch misses high, 2 balls and no strikes. Looks like that slight drizzle that we started with is somewhat subsided for now. 1-1 pitch misses high, 2-1. Coach Gasso told us Saturday that after what she saw Friday night, Maxwell induces the grounder to short. Oh, nice play off the hop. T.R.A. Jennings, the no-look snag, throws to first, gets her 1 away. Smooth from T.R.A. at short, 1 away. Coach said she looked like Kelly Maxwell found something. She looked great. 2 appearances in Puerto Vallarta, Collegiate Challenge, wins over Duke and Washington. 7 2/3 scoreless innings. Lefty on lefty matchup here. As Bouvier digs in, the first pitch is popped up behind home plate. Is there room for Hansen? Don't believe so. Oh. Well, that hadn't happened yet today. I'm just going to tell you right now. That hadn't happened yet, and it kind of shook your boy. Hitting that metal awning that protects us. Got a great broadcast location. Outside with the fans. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Ooh, a little bit up. Good spot, though. Riley Bouvier after the ground out by Chloe Gomez to start things out. Swing and a miss. That was just nasty. 1 ball, 2 strikes. I wonder what Maxwell will go with here. See if she doesn't try to mix it up a little bit. Speed-wise, the pitch. Oh, that was a filthy off-speed. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. 1 away, or 2 away. We might have been. We're privy to the stat monitor that Coach Rocha, she was teaching me up about the play calling, pitch calling mechanism. It's a different world as Corinne Pancho takes strike 1 from Maxwell. And again, it's different. Baseball, you've seen the walkie-talkies where they can call in the pitch. Here, Jen Rocha has a little keyboard as she punches in a number and a pitch. Here's the 0-1. Swing and a miss, strike 2. It will physically say change, drop, rise, fast, and then there'll be a region that is the number. And so instead of looking through a card, Kelly Maxwell looks down and sees rise 4 on her wrist and throws. And that was actually a rise. I didn't look. I promise I didn't look. It's been great for us because we're learning. It's more being able to identify what certain pitches look like. Makes us better broadcasters. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Oh, that stayed way up. 2 balls and 2 strikes. I haven't told you much about Pancho. Corinne Pancho. Sophomore out of Brazil, Louisiana. The pitch. Oh, man. Missed low and in. And that thing broke a mile. Pancho hit .341 last year. 3 home runs. Off to a good start this season. Has a hit in every game except the Baylor game. There's a laser. Deep to left field, and it's gone. Corinne Pancho launches one over the left center field wall. And the Cowgirls strike first. It's 1-0 McNeese State. I mean, that was blasted out of here. 5th home run of the season for Poncho. And McNeese State strikes early. Buckle up, folks. Here we go. 2-1. Reset for Kelly Maxwell. Here's Emily Phillips. First pitch to the right-handed hitting Phillips is grounded foul down the third base line. When McNeese State played Cal jumped out to an early 2-zip lead. McNeese State tied it in the bottom of the first inning before Cal scored 3 unanswered. Another night against Baylor, the 3-2 win. As this pitch is in for a strike. Baylor actually had a 3-zip lead in the third. McNeese State just kind of pecked away at it with a run in the fourth and a run in the fifth, but that was it. Here's the 0-2 pitch from Maxwell, low. 1 ball, 2 strikes. So in other words, what I'm getting at is in its other 2 games, against Power 5 opponents, if Power 5 is even truly a definition, this is McNeese State's first lead this season. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Oh, that just missed a little bit out. Man, Poncho, she put a charge in it. That one, oh. Smoked. We'll see how Maxwell can bounce back. 2-2 pitch. Kelly rocks, fires. Kelly Maxwell bounces back from the home run and gets the strikeout. Emily Phillips strikes out 2 of the 3 batters, but McNeese State strikes first.
Transform your home from so-so to virtuoso.
The power of neighborhood painters.
We live where you live and probably like the same pizza place you do.
Put the power of pro
to work for you today. Get your project started at CertaPro.com.
Each CertaPro painter's business is independently owned and operated.
The 0-1 pitch to Ella Parker to start the top of the second inning is low for a ball. 1 ball, 1 strike. Parker getting the call in the cleanup spot as Oklahoma trails at 1-zip here in the second inning in Lake Charles, Louisiana. The 1-1. Rip foul down the left side. Parker, pretty good first game for the Sooners. Hit in the 5-hole. DP'd, played a little first base, went 2 for 3, drove in 2 runs, scored a run. Sooners didn't score a run in that first game until the 4th. Here's the 1-2. Little looper on the infield, 1 hop to the shortstop. Reyna throws, not in time. Ella Parker's got some speed, and she beats out the throw. Infield single is the first hit of the day for Oklahoma. Here's Kinsey Hansen. We always love to hear where you're listening from. Third inning shout outs. Let us know at OU on the air. That's at OU on the air. Say hey in that third inning. Get to as many as we can. Just grateful for you choosing to hang out with us on this Friday night. First pitch to Kinsey Hansen is in for a strike. In game 1, Kinsey hit the ball hard. She went 1 for 2 with a run scored. 1-zip, Sooners trailing on a first inning home run. 0-1, line foul down the right side. Look out. For a moment, whenever Lindsey Davis came out of the dugout for McNeese State, I thought they were changing pitchers because she didn't have her glove or anything with her. Then she grabbed and just ran out there. We might see that unique approach that became too common last year with several pitchers throughout the game. The 0-2. Hansen grounds it back up the middle and through. Into center field, a base hit. Parker moves up to second. Back-to-back hits. to start the second inning for the Sooners. And here comes the freshman Cassidy Pickering. Sid Sanders waits on deck. I was not familiar with Lake Charles when we came down here. I'd never been here before. I've been to Houston. This is a pretty cool little area. Now, granted, I've been here for maybe 20 hours, maybe, if even that. All right, first and second. First pitch to Pickering is bounced back up the middle. Cut off at second by Torres. Steps on the bag for one. Throws to first. Pickering beat it out. That softly bounced over Davis, the pitcher's head. Torres, the second baseman, was just about standing on the bag when she fielded it and was able to easily force out Hansen at second. Let's see what Pickering might be up to over at first now. Sid Sanders steps in. Sooners trail at 1-0. We're in the second. It's been a wild day score-wise, too. We need to keep up to date on all the different games across the country. A lot of double-digit scoring games and big games. What was that, 14-10? In the UCLA-Florida State game, UCLA winning. Here's the first pitch to Sanders. A little bit out, ball 162 on the radar here inside Joe Miller Field. Parker at third. Pickering at first. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Pop foul down the right side and out. Interesting. Haven't seen anything movement-wise by Pickering over at first. Sooners might try to snag a bag here with Phillips. Here's the 1-1. Pickering was going there, line foul. LSU and Northwestern, 25 combined runs in Clearwater. 13-12, LSU won that game. 14-10. What's up with the air, as we mentioned, with that UCLA-Florida State game? And then we watched Stanford shut out Tennessee 1-0. UCLA turned around and just lost to Georgia 7-2. Big pitch here early, the 1-2. Oh, way up high. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Cowgirls split the day down in St. Pete of Oklahoma State, losing to Georgia in the opener, and then they came back and beat Wisconsin 9-5. It's been good TV. It's been fun to watch. Here's the 2-2 pitch to Sanders. Well, threes, that misses outside. All right, Coach Gasso, what are we doing here? Are we going to send Pickering on the 3-2? Riley Boone waits on deck. Sanders looks. Poncho on the first base line, well off the bag. The 3-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Got her. Pickering was going, stopped midway through, and then found an extra gear to take second. 2 away on the strikeout of Sanders. Chased their eyes. Here's Riley Boone. Arizona currently leads Arkansas 2-0. That game's in the top of the 6th inning. First pitch, Boone takes for a strike. Shirts after every strikeout. Fans in front of us raise their hands, stand up, lose their minds. Free shirts. Give me one. Here's the 0-1. Missed a little bit out. 1 ball, 1 strike. I mentioned Tennessee got shut out earlier today, but they have at least put a run on the board against Texas down in the Shriners Clearwater. Time is given to Riley Boone here. Something flew into her eye. Last score I saw, Texas was up 2-1 in the bottom of the 5th inning of that game. The pitch. Line drive. Center field. Base hit. Clutch. Riley Boone does it again. Parker scores. Here comes Pickering. She'll score. It's 2-1 Oklahoma on a 2-out, 2-run RBI single from Riley Boone. Riley Boone got to first base, pumped her fist in the air. 2-1 Sooners. Now Avery Hodge digs in. Hodge hit one in game one that we thought was getting out of here. Actually hit off the wall. She takes ball one outside. How about that from Riley Boone? Just laces one into center field to give the Sooners the lead. The 1-0, up high 2-0. Here's some of the Cowgirl fans trying to inspire and fire up their Cowgirls. 2-0, popped foul down the left side. Saw Courtney Bryce should let us know they were listening tonight from Coweta because the wind was shaking the camera on Sooner Sports too much. It wasn't the wind. It was everyone walking around. It's the craziest thing. You always feel like the ground is shaking underneath you. The 2-1 is slapped towards short, off the hop, the throw to first. Got her. Bang, bang play at first base. Solid placement from Avery Hodge, but she's retired. The inning is over, but not before the Sooners strike back. Back to work for Kelly Maxwell. Oklahoma has retaken the lead 2-1 on a 2-out RBI single from Riley Boone. You're listening to Sooner Softball, brought to you by our OU Community Cornerstone partners, Fowler Auto Group, OG&E, OU Health, and Coca-Cola. The University of Oklahoma Athletics is one with you. Fowler, by the way, getting us safely down here. Appreciate Dallas and his crew. And here we go. First pitch to Samantha Mundine to lead things off in the bottom of the second is in swing and a miss for strike one. 5, 6, and 7 hitters due up here this inning for McNeese State. The 0-1. Good spot. Takes it for strike two. Mundine digs back in. Maxwell rocks, fires, way up and away. Freshman out of Luling, Texas, by way of Navarro High School. Samantha Mundine. Lefty-lefty matchup, the pitch. Swing and a miss. Got her. Third strikeout of the game already for Kelly Maxwell, and there's one away. Strikeouts this year. Brought to you by Tinker Federal Credit Union. TFCU is here for you. Life and money. Heard from the Hofflings tonight. Trey Linda Kerr is checked in. Our buddy Mark Worley. Wheelchair Mama. Larry and that St. Pete suited in. Randy Ritchie. First pitch by Brooke Otto is fouled away. Gravette, Arkansas for Fly Sooner tonight. Emily Snook has mastered the syncing between our broadcast and the ESPN Plus broadcast. Good work, friend. C. Mills checking in. There's Lisa G up in Tulsa. Here's the 0-1. Lifted foul down the right field line and slicing away from Riley Boone. Judy's in Silver City, New Mexico. Good to hear from you, Judy Brown. Debbie and J.O. in Montezuma, Iowa. The Lees are tuned in. Nate Dogg is hanging out with us. Dwayne and Stacy in Arlington. Let us know where you're listening from at OU on the air. We'll hit you up in the third inning. Foul ball delayed. As the home plate umpire got a new set of softballs. He's good. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Cold strike three on a little bit of filth from Kelly Maxwell. Oh, that thing was unfair, unhittable. 2 away. 2-1 Sooners lead it. We're in the bottom of the second inning. That's the fourth strikeout for Kelly Maxwell. Here's Mariana Torres. Check the Sooner defense, same as the first inning. I think one thing you're going to notice a lot this year, as Torres waits on the first pitch, Maxwell misses just a bit outside. I think you're going to see a lot of movement with Boone and Pickering depending on, well, I don't know. I'll have to ask Coach what it means, because when you get the lineup card, it's usually Coleman in center and then left and right is unknown. As Maxwell gets the swing and the miss for strike one. So I'll be curious to know what JT, maybe if it's a more power hitting, I don't know if power would have anything to do with it, right? As to which field one player would play. Right or left field. But it looks like that's going to be one of the lineup storylines throughout the season. The 1-1 grounded foul. I'm sure we'll see some Hannah Cord too. Hannah got an at-bat, an RBI in the first game. RBI on a wild pitch. You'll take it any way you can get it, right? One ball, two strikes. Maxwell popped away and out of play. Welcome to all of you tuned in on the Sooner Radio Network tonight, including our affiliates that are bringing us aboard after the tough one to start the season for OU baseball. It's great to hear Toby calling Diamond Sports, man. How about this for T-Row? He is headed back to Norman, probably as we speak, to call tomorrow's Oklahoma-Kansas hoops game. Then he'll be back on Sunday for OU baseball. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Kelly Maxwell. 3 up, 3 down, all by way of the K. You weren't with us earlier in the day. The Sooners knocked off Central Arkansas 9-0. It's kind of wild. I looked up at the scoreboard. 6:39 at Lake Charles, Louisiana, still in the Central Time Zone. We've been here 5.5 hours already today. His first pitch is bunted foul. And it doesn't really seem that way. Game 1 was only an hour and 40 minutes. Sooners left the hotel this morning at about, this afternoon at about 1 o'clock. Coleman, her first at bat, popped out. She steps in here to try to lead things off in the top of the third. 2-1, Sooners lead it. 2-run single from Riley Boone. Here's a liner in the left center field gap. It's down. Cut off before it gets to the wall by Otto. Big turn. Coleman, they throw behind her at first, and she just gets back to the bag. Oh, that's a little scouting right there. That is some big-time scouting on McNeese State's part. Jada takes the big turn. The catcher, Phillips, is actually on the bag. Coleman takes those big turns on the balls in the gap, or maybe where she's not going, to add an extra base. They almost got her. First pitch off speed, falls in for a strike to Alyssa Brito. She was safe getting back to the bag after the big turn. And it's 2-1 Oklahoma with Brito back up. She lined one to center field. And her first swing of the day. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Well, that's a good pitch, just missed. I think that might have fooled the umpire just a bit. This is a new pitcher. Well, pardon me, I keep trying to change our pitcher for some reason. Here's the 1-1. Low. Oh, this is, thank you. Schexnayder. Ryan Schexnayder out of Walker, Louisiana. 2 balls and a strike. A pitch. Ripped foul. I'm telling you what. These are the top 5. If a football team wore these, or a basketball team, and you had to identify by numbers from a distance, good luck. This jersey combination is not built for that. Here's the 2-2 pitch, way outside. Oh, it got away. It got away from Phillips. Off to second goes Jada Coleman. So Coleman advances to second on the wild pitch. So 2 innings for the starter, Lindsey Davis. Did a pretty good job in the first, setting the Sooners down in order. But then a leadoff single by Ella Parker, single by Hansen. Pickering reached on a fielder's choice, and an RBI 2-run double from Riley Boone. Here's the 3-2 fouled back. Lookout on deck. So it was not necessarily for the long haul here today for Lindsey Davis. Now we know why I kept trying to change the pitcher, because the pitcher had actually changed. Here's the full count pitch to Brito. Soft roller towards the left side. Cut off by Bouvier, the third baseman. Throws late. Brito beat it out. First and second. Nobody out for T.R.A. Jennings. Big moment here early in this game for the Sooners to get some separation. Get you the 4-1-1 on Schexnayder after this first pitch to T.R.A. Jennings. It's a bunt, and it's a beauty. Right out in front, the pitcher bobbles, throws late, bounces it past the first baseman into the right field corner. Coleman will score on the air. Brito up at third. What a beautifully placed bunt by T.R.A. Jennings. And the struggles by McNeese State leads to the third run of the game, and it's 3-1 Oklahoma. Well, I want to see how this thing's going to be scored. At the very least, the sac bunt for Jennings was performed to perfection. And then the throw got away down the first base line. 3-1 Sooners. Ella Parker digs in, looking to add more. Lefty-lefty matchup. First pitch, Parker. Checks her swing. Strike one, though. It just seems like there's nonstop action going around this game tonight. Good energy from the crowd. The 0-1 pitch to Parker is popped foul down the left side and out of play. Good energy from the Sooner dugout. And after falling behind the first inning home run, they've been solid. Ooh, that's way up for ball one. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Parker. Parker, single, scored a run in the second. Two-hit game in the opener. 1-2. Gets on top of it and grounds it foul down the third base line. Ryann. Ryan Schexnayder appeared in 10 games last year as a freshman. Comes in relief here, making her 4th appearance of the season. Allowed 2 hits in 4 innings, shutting out Baylor this week. 1-2. Pop foul on the left side. Is that going to get out of play? Yeah, Otto gave chase, the left fielder. Heard from Brooke. Heard from my man Doug Hamilton in Hockley, Texas. Heard from the Isbells. Probably chilling at Beaver's Bend, right, Jerry? 1-2. In the dirt. Gets away from the catcher. Here comes Brito. She'll score on the wild pitch. It's 4-1 Oklahoma. Off to second goes Jennings. And the ball's still... Okay, there you go. Catcher went chasing a softball that the umpire had already called time. That had rolled away. I think it might have rolled away as he was trying to hand it to him. 2 balls, 2 strikes. 4-1 now, Oklahoma. Here's the pitch. Pop foul down the left side. That's going to get out of play, too. It was great meeting Ella's mom and dad last weekend. They were in Puerto Vallarta to see their daughter's debut. dad was beaming, man. Smile from ear to ear. The 2-2. Nearly hit her. Nearly was a strike. Full count. They've shaded Parker a little bit more towards right center field. That left center field gap is wide open. The 3-2 pitch. Line foul down the left side and out of play. It's a fun battle. Quick grab of the rosin bag. Chexinator is ready. 3-2 again. Pop off the netting. We'll do it again. See, this week now we're back to a netting. Last week behind home plate was a chain link fence. This is better. Full count pitch again. Bounce down the right side, fair. Scooped up by Poncho. She'll take it to the bag for the second out of the inning. First out of the inning. Parker works almost like a sacrifice. What a battle, though, she had. Kinsey Hansen. Last time up for Kinsey, she singled. Was forced out at second base. Runner at third. First pitch, popped up, center field. Under it is Dunham. Jennings is tagging. She'll try to score. The throw is not in time. It's 5-1 Oklahoma. On the sac fly to center field from Kinsey Hansen. Now there's two away. There's Cassidy Pickering.
The left fielder, number 7, Cassidy Pickering.
Pickering was given a fielder's choice in her last at bat. First pitch, well, that's a good spot, right on the outside corner of this lefty-lefty matchup. But did score a run. She was on base when Riley Boone drove in the first two runs of the game to give the Sooners a 2-1 lead in the second. It's 5-1. The 0-1 is hit pretty deep to center field. Racing back and making the catch right on the warning track is Dunham to end the inning. But the Sooners do more damage. Oklahoma adds two more. And as we head to the bottom of the third inning, it's Oklahoma 5, McNeese State 1. This is Sooner softball from Learfield. 8, 9, and 1 hitters. Dunham, Reyna, and Gomez. Sooners fell behind 1-0 on the first inning home run from Kareem Poncha. Responded with five unanswered runs to lead at 5-1. Here's the first pitch. Lefty-lefty matchup. Dunham takes it high. Ball one from Kelly Maxwell. Total numbers on Maxwell so far, pretty impressive. As the lefty faces her 8th batter of the game. Grounded foul. 32 total pitches in the previous two innings. 1-1, so 34 now. And that pitch count staying relatively low. The only hit is the home run. That's it. A ball and a strike to Dunham. A little bit up. Sooners stay the same defensively. Sid Sanders over at first. Avery Hodge at second. Jada Coleman, pardon me, Tiare Jennings at short. Melissa Brito back at third. Jada Coleman at center. Pickering's in left with Boone in right here tonight. Here's the 2-1 pitch to Dunham. Good spot, right on the outside corner. 2 balls and 2 strikes. If we'll see a different pitcher, too, whenever the Sooners take to the field, or take to the plate at the top of the 4th. The sophomore done it. Swing and miss on a ball that was absolutely nasty. Hansen blocks it in the dirt, throws to first. 1 away on the strikeout. That is the 5th. Yeah, the 5th straight batter that Kelly Maxwell has retired by way of the K. Reese Reyna, the 9-hole hitter. Tinker Federal Credit Union brings you our strikeouts. They are getting their money's worth from Kelly Maxwell so far tonight. First pitch swinging, foul back. 6 strikeouts and 2 1/3 from Kelly Maxwell. 28's cooking out there right now. Nicole May was really good earlier today against Central Arkansas. Really good. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Foul back. Reese Reyna. 9-hole hitter. Starting shortstop. All Southland Conference. Second team last year. Kelly Maxwell wanted a new softball. Now she's happy. Won the Southland Conference Tournament MVP in 2023. Don't let her get on base. Stole 25 bags last year. The 0-2 is low. So far this season for the junior infielder. Still looking for her first hit. Oh, for her first 11. The 1-2. Missed high. 64 miles an hour on the gun. 0 for 4 in the opener against Cal. She scored 5 runs. Has walked 4 times. But has not had a hit yet this season. Maxwell brings home the 2-2. That's hit pretty well to left center field. Coleman gives chase. Called off by Pickering. But Coleman makes the catch as the 2 bump. Pickering is talking it over with Coleman. Coleman talks it over with Pickering. They're good. It's got to be different for Cassidy Pickering. Again, you defer to the center fielder, especially when it's Jada Coleman. But Pickering's been a center fielder her whole life. So it's got to be a little bit of an adjustment for her. Regardless, it's an out. So the number 1 spot, the leadoff spot in the lineup. Chloe Gomez takes strike 1. It's one of those things that you're glad it happens in game 6 to where hopefully it doesn't happen later in the season when it could really cost you. That's fouled off. And quickly Maxwell ahead on the count, no balls and 2 strikes. 5-1 Sooners. Bottom of the 3rd inning here from McNeese. Lake Charles, Louisiana. OU is back here tomorrow for 2 more, including another exact similar situation with these 2 teams playing in primetime. 6:30 with the first pitch tomorrow night for OU and McNeese State. Here's the 0-2. Swing and a miss. Kelly Maxwell. Wow. She is dealing here tonight. That is her 7th strikeout already on the night.
Welcome to the best casino in the metro.
KRXO FM and KRXO HD Oklahoma City, a product of Tyler Media. Vote the franchise your favorite station for sports.
McNeese State won. Sooners 5 runs on 5 hits so far today. We had a home run today? We scored 9 runs without a home run in the first game. That's pretty unique. Here's the 1-0 pitch. That's out. Huh. How about that? 2 triples, 2 doubles, 9 runs in 1 inning. No home runs. Here's the 2-0 to Sanders. Low, ball 3. It is back to work this inning. A second inning of work for Schexnader. I'm sure she's a wonderful person. I hope she gets out of this game quickly because the enunciation of the last name. I'm just can't afford any slips tonight, right, people? Schexnader. I say very slow every single time. All right, right, little meeting is over between Schexnayder and Phillips. It's a 3-0 count to Sanders to lead things off in the fourth. Boy, that wasn't even close. That thing skipped early for ball 4. Saw a couple of questions about this. If you were with us early, you know how excited I am to answer this question. No, this is not a dirt infield. This is an all-turf infield. We're going to, noted softball historian JT Gasso and I are going to try to dig into tonight the last time the Sooners played on an all-turf field. Maya Bland's going to pinch run here for Sid Sanders. But I'm not going to lie to you guys. When I started doing my research and digging into it and even watching the game, I thought it was a dirt infield. I'm not even going to lie. And when Coach is like, no, it's an entire turf field. It's like baseball. Coach Gasso told us that they went this week because we're going to have now a circle visit, and not just a circle visit, a pitching change. James Landerneau made his way out, and we're going to make a change in the circle. But the Sooners, to prepare for this, went over to baseball and worked on, she said, what, Monday in the pregame show? Easy. Here we go. Pitching changes brought to you all season long by Love's Travel Stops. Love's Travel Stops, the heart of the highway. All right, 5-1 Sooners. Here comes Riley Boone. The runner at first is Maya Bland. Third pitcher of the night already for McNeese State. First pitch, Boone shows bunt, but skips through the box and takes the ball. Lindsey Davis started the game. Schexnayder came in off the bench. The 1-0. Low, late break for Bland, but she's going to steal the base easily. I say that as she almost slid off it. Boy, Maya Bland's fast. Didn't take the Sooners long to get comfortable with the slide here. Kinsey Hansen, Jada Coleman slid around a tag in the opener to steal a base. That was pretty cool. 2 balls and no strikes. Boone shows bunt, pulls it back late, takes the ball. Pretty big at bat for Riley Boone in the second inning. 2 on, 2 out. She drove in Parker and Pickering to give the Sooners a 2-1 lead. It's now 5-1 in the fourth. The pitch chopped high out in front of the plate. Phillips bounces out, makes the play, throws to first, and got her. I don't know how well Riley Boone got going there. As she pounded that thing into the turf, it didn't take nearly as big of a hop as I think she had hoped or expected. But it gets Bland over to third. And with 1 away, here comes, well, in Riley Boone's spot, we're going to see Alina Torres. Pardon me, in Avery Hodges' spot. I was one level below in my scorebook. So Torres here in the 9-hole will hit for Hodge. Avery grounded out to short on a big-time play over at short by Reyna in the second inning. All right, here's the spot. 5-1. Sooners have a comfortable lead. Kelly Maxwell is dealing, but Alina Torres has been pretty fantastic when called upon in these situations this season, coming off the bench. Started the opener, had a couple hits. And now she bats here with a runner at third and only 1 out. First pitch. Well, that was a good pitch. Strike 1. Glendale, Arizona. Arizona State transfer. The 0-1. She turns on one and pops it foul down the left field line, just out of the reach of Bouvier, who was trying to chase it down. Finished the 2023 season, did Torres with a .350 average. season. She's 4 for her first 11, 364 average. And has been big in some big situations. That clutch RBI single against Duke was massive. Here's the 0-2, way up. Nice athletic play by the catcher, Phillips, to keep that from going to the backstop. That was actually pretty cool. Bland is at third, the pinch runner. Here comes the 1-2 pitch. Headed home. Swing and a miss. Got her. Two-way. Here comes Jada Coleman. Jada digs in with a runner at third now and 2 outs. Sooners need another 2-out RBI here. Jada's 1 for 2. Single scored a run. First pitch right on that outside corner. Strike one. Coleman's had a good day. We're talking about how maybe her numbers early on isn't where she wants them or where they're expected, but for today, more numbers-wise like the Jada Coleman we know. The 0-1 grounded back up the middle. Cut off at second by Torres. Long throw gets Jada. And the Sooners are retired, stranding a base runner at third. Oklahoma, though, still feels in a good spot as we head to the bottom of the fourth inning. It's Kelly Maxwell back to work. 5-1 Oklahoma as we head to the bottom of the fourth inning. We see you tuned in Newalla. What's going on, Darla? Lynn and Kathleen Dowdy and Norman. Joyanne McGuire tuned in tonight. Nate Dogg staying with us. Charlie from Guthrie Lake. You're enjoying a full day of Sooner softball. It's 5-1. A lefty-lefty matchup. It's Riley Bouvier, first pitch outside, ball one. Real quick update. If you are an intense scorekeeper like I try to be and fail miserably, but they did give Tiara Jennings credit for a hit, a bunt single. Swing and a miss at the 1-0 pitch, 1 ball, 1 strike. So Jennings tonight, 1 for 2. Scoreboard here says 5. Sooners officially have 6 hits on the game. Bouvier, strikeout victim in the first. Bounces this one back to the circle. Maxwell gloves, throws, got her. McNeese State has 1 hit. It was a first inning home run by Corinne Pancho. And she's done that quite a bit this year. She digs in from the right side of the plate. It's the only offense McNeese State has had tonight. First pitch. Just dirty. Dropped in for strike 1. Go home, get dinner, go to bed, come back and do this again tomorrow. Here's the 0-1. Bounced foul down the third base line. Chant of "Let's Go Pancho" breaks out amongst the masses here. Started 24 games as a freshman last year. She can rake, as we've seen already tonight. The 0-2 in the dirt. Pancho has 6 hits on the season. Well, now make it 7. 7 hits on the season. 5 of them are home runs. That time is called Kelly Maxwell wants a new softball. Struck out twice in the Baylor game, just once against Tarleton. See if Kelly Maxwell can set her down here in the fourth. The pitch, bounced foul. 5 runs down, officially 6 hits for the Sooners. A run on a hit and an error for McNeese State. We got softballs all over the field. This game rolling across over to the Cowgirls dugout. Now we're ready. Maxwell checks the call from Coach Rocha. Stares in for the target. The 1-2. Laced down the left field line. Foul. Impressive swing. A lot of power. She's one of those players that if she wants to stay here, she can, but she's going to have some options. That's just the reality of college sports today, right? Poncho, though, trying to get something done here against Maxwell. 1-2. Looped into shallow center field, falling down for a hit. McNeese State has 2 hits tonight. Poncho has both of them. There's Emily Phillips. Catcher was a strikeout victim in the first. New set of softballs again.
The catcher, number 34, Emily Phillips.
Some good vibes here, man. This is a cool park. In left center field, they've got an area kind of like Oklahoma State has, called Pokes in the Oaks. There's a tree behind it. First pitch swinging. Phillips fouls it off. This massive oak tree in left center field. Cowgirls, they have Pokes in the Oaks as one of their fan section. That's been packed all day. Have an old school scoreboard in left field. Have kind of the old banners like you would see in minor league parks across the outfield wall for their sponsors. Here's the 0-1 pitch. In the dirt. Good job by Hansen. Scooped it. To left center field, it's 211. To right center field, it's 216. So, I don't know if it would be considered one of the shorter center field perches we've played, but we'll ask Coach about it tomorrow. We haven't talked about down the right field line. There's just a massive display of the program's accomplishments, like a blue monster. 1-1, swing and a miss. Good pitch. It's like a brag board. You got a scoreboard in left center field, and in right field, or left field, pardon me. In the right field, you got a celebration of your regular season tournament championships. 1-2, a little out, 2-2. 205 down the right field and left field line. Not a lot of room in those corners. Fan areas to sit and watch down the left field line, down the right field line. But that only outfield seating is the Pokes in the Oaks. 2-2. Swing and a miss. Got her. Second time Phillips has been struck out. Kelly Maxwell with her 8th strikeout of the game. Tinker Federal Credit Union brings you strikeouts. Proud supporters of OU softball. There's Samantha Mundine, a strikeout victim. That was in the 1-2-3 second. The lefty matchup. Maxwell misses a little bit out. Ball 1. Kinsey Hansen's going to run out and chat with Kelly Maxwell for a second. I saw Dodger Blaine had checked in earlier. Dan L. was in Hastings, Florida. CC checked in from Centennial, Colorado. Joel Rogers. What's up, Joel? Rogersville, Tennessee. The Kitches are tuned back in. There's one from Belgrade, Serbia. Melanie and Brent listening in Seattle, Washington. There's Paige up in Tulsa. Franco, California, during a wrestling tournament. Meeting's over. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Finally from Maxwell. It's low, ball 2. 5-1 Sooners. We're in the bottom of the 4th inning. OU fell behind 1-0 in this game on the solo home run from Corinne Poncho, who stands at first base. Here's the 2-0 pitch from Maxwell. Line to center field. Jada Coleman races in, makes the catch, inning over. Hit hard, but Jada was there, and that'll do it. That'll do it for McNeese State in the fourth. We head to the fifth inning. Oklahoma leads McNeese State 5-1. This is Sooner softball from Learfield.
29th and save $1,000 on lens replacement. And with approved credit, enjoy 0% financing for 36 months. To schedule your free exam today, call 405-733-2020 or visit clearsight.com. And remember,
2020 or it's free.
That's the Clearsight guarantee, and you are going to love what you see.
First pitch of the fifth inning misses low. Ball one as Alyssa Brito leads things off. Oklahoma 5, McNeese State 1 in the fifth. Brito did not play in the opening game, but has been fantastic here tonight. Hit the ball hard both times. Here's the 1-0. A little bit out. 1 ball, 1 strike. Lined out on a laser to center field. That was back in the first inning and singled and scored a run in the third. She bats here to lead things off in the fifth. Patty Gasso looks on from the third base coach's box. 30 years of Patty. It's pretty special. The 2-0. Pop foul down the right side. Brito's mimicking her right elbow, turning through the swing more. She didn't like something technique-wise. And there's Fale Palima Steele. Arms crossed, judgmentally looking at Sanders, the pitcher for McNeese State. She's in the first base coach's box. The 2-1. Line drive, back up the middle and through. Oh, no, what a diving play made by Torres. It doesn't get to the outfield, but easily reaching without a throw is Brito. That ball looked like it was going to be a Dunham play coming from center field. But Torres made a fantastic play. She came sliding out of nowhere to snatch that before it got any deeper. Second hit of the game for Alyssa Brito. And that'll bring Tiare Jennings to the play. She was credited with a hit in her last at bat, according to the official stats, and she takes strike one. Jennings 1 for 2. With that hit, Brito now on the night is 2 for 3. Here's the 0-1 pitch to the Sooner shortstop. Line foul. Game 1 today, Tiare Jennings went 2 for 3 with an RBI and a run scored. And the Sooners 9-0 win over Central Arkansas. 1 hour and 42 minutes for our opener yesterday. Or this morning, excuse me. Here's the 0-2. Looped, shallow left field, racing out and making the catch is Reyna, the shortstop. Left fielder Otto got a bit of a late break, but it wasn't far enough out. Reyna made a nice play. And there's one away for Ella Parker. 1 for 2 for Parker tonight. Kinsey Hansen waits on deck. Brito at first. That's in for a strike. Parker singled in the second and scored a run. Grounded out to first in the third. The Sooners explode for about 6 runs here. See if they can put a crooked number up. The 0-1 pitch. Parker bounces this one foul down the third base line. Laugh because Bouvier is playing well off that line down the third base line. No balls and 2 strikes. Sanders toes the rubber, stares in, brings it home, swing and a miss, got her. A little high cheese. Here's Kinsey Hansen. That is the 4th strikeout of a Sooner. Hansen, 1 for 1 with a run batted in. Here's the first pitch. Oh, she had a big cut, swung through it for strike one. We're going final in Clearwater. Texas has beaten Tennessee 2-1. Sidley Gutierrez, complete game, 8 hits, 1 run. Up high, they're going to throw behind Brito at first. She's back safely. Kiki Malloy went 0 for 4 today. She is chasing the all-time record for home runs by a Tennessee Lady Vol. She is currently tied for the mark. The next home run for the standout Malloy will be a record. Here's a line drive to center field, a base hit from Kinsey Hansen, bobbled in center field by Dunham. Brito will take the extra bag. It's first and third. Kinsey Hansen with a 2-hit day, and that was a laser in the left center field. We are going through a lot of softballs tonight. I don't know what's going on. We haven't had a ton of foul balls, but I don't know if it's a turf thing. Maybe the turf's a little bit wet throughout the day, but we have seen reload after reload. The little sprinkles we had earlier died off relatively quickly. 2 away now for Pickering. Meetings are all over. First pitch. Ooh, she had a cut. Swung through it for strike one. Scoreboard here officially has, I don't think they have OU's hit total correct. They've got 7 on the board. There's 8 total hits for the Sooners, and now time's going to be called, and we're going to have a circle visit to try to figure things out here for McNeese State. Well, that gives us an opportunity here as we push towards 7:30 to reset the day. Welcome to Lake Charles, Louisiana, on the Sooner Radio Network. My name is Chris Plank, along with our producer Aubin, back in the franchise studios. OU played earlier today and beat Central Arkansas 9-0. But it took the Sooners a while to get going before winning their 58th straight game. It was scoreless into the 4th inning, and that's when Oklahoma just exploded. 14 batters come to the plate. All total, they scored all 9 of their runs in that 4th inning to win it 9-0. And tonight, a first-inning home run by Corinne Pacha staked McNeese State to a 1-0 lead, but since then, Oklahoma has responded. A 2-run, 2-out RBI single for Riley Boone, and the Sooners manufacture 3 in the 3rd. 5-1. Back to action. Here we go. First and third. Here's the 0-1 pitch to Pickering. Caught the outside corner, 0-2. I know for a lot of people that catch a game and you hear McNeese State, you're like, why is this close? It's because they're good. It's a good team. Here's the 0-2. Reaching, poking it foul. They had the Washington Huskies on the ropes last year. They were on the cusp of potentially doing something special last season. One of the greatest comebacks in Washington postseason history. 0-2, lifted, a shallow left field. Racing over is Otto. She'll camp under and make the catch and in the inning. Oklahoma strands 2 more. As we head to the bottom of the 5th inning, back to work for Kelly Maxwell. We'll see. It's Oklahoma 5, McNeese State 1. This is Sooner Softball from Learfield. It is indeed Kelly Maxwell back to work in the bottom of the 5th inning, 5-1 Sooners. Our buddy Evan is tuned in, keeping track of the game at Pub W with his family in Norman. There's Mama Cole listening in South Oklahoma City. Christy McMurphy is tuned in Edmond. Jet City Jen is in tonight. Thanks for hanging out with us, y'all, and enjoying Sooner softball. Been a fun day. Sooners rolled 9-0, and it was ugly this morning. Not the game, just it was rainy, it was overcast, it was gray. It's Brooke Otto to lead things off. 5-1 Sooners. First pitch drops in. Strike 1. Oof. Otto on the game for McNeese State. 0 for 1, a strikeout victim. triple stamping the double stamp on a couple of things stat-wise with Kelly Maxwell. Officially averaging 8 strikeouts. Swinging a foul tip. Pardon. Foul tip is only into the catcher's mitt. These are the broadcasting / rules that because what are we now, 6 games into the season? You're like, oh yeah, get back to your fundamentals. Get in front of the ball. I got to ask Coach Roach about this. I feel like we are going through a lot of softballs tonight. I don't know if either the pitchers don't like them or if it's something with the weather. That's been the longest delays in just getting softballs here tonight. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Grounded softly towards short. Jennings up with it, throws a strike, and there's one away. Yeah, my man Richard Martis asked a great question. We've been watching all the action, and ESPN does an incredible job with the Clearwater tournament. That 13-12 game, LSU beating Northwestern, UCLA winning 14-10 over Florida State, and losing to Georgia. The question was asked, why doesn't Oklahoma go there? We went to the very first one. First pitch to Torres is bunted, foul right into the mitt of Kinsey Hansen. That's a foul tip for strike one. But I think for Oklahoma, the early season that's not going to be spent in Norman at Love's Field is probably going to be spent on the West Coast. This being very unique. The 0-1 bounce back to Maxwell. Easy play. Gloves throws and got it. 2 away. 5-1 Sooners were in the 5th. Would it surprise me in the future if Oklahoma goes back? Maybe. All right. No, it would surprise me. Maybe there's a chance. But between the opportunities that Oklahoma may have to host its own tournaments at Love's Field if weather cooperates and a lot of its roster being from the West Coast, I think that Oklahoma's preseason regimen's not going to change too much. First pitch in. Oh, a little bit out, ball 1. By that I mean non-conference play. I think you're going to see, and we're going to have big-time matchups in the SEC. Oklahoma will continue to go back to the Marion Nutter and Mexico every now and then. The 1-0 is outside. And I don't necessarily know if that's going to be something in the future. It sure is cool to watch, though, Rich. I mean, I got up this morning and did my local radio show, and we were watching softball, 2 different games throughout, and it was great. Here's the 2-0 pitch to the lefty Dunham. Fouls it straight back. Delaney Dunham, strikeout victim in the 2nd. Bats here with 2 away. OU up by 4. That Georgia-Oklahoma State game, that thing. What's the Anchorman meme? That escalated quickly. 2 balls and a strike. Maxwell brings it home. Grounded back up the middle and through into center field, a base hit. Alita Torres had stayed in at second base, and it just got past her up the middle for just the 3rd hit of the game for McNeese State, and the first base hit by someone not named Corinne Poncha. They're getting new softballs again out to Kelly Maxwell. But I still can't believe Fields broke on that bouncer back to Aycock. And in my mind, it's the wrong play, right? You don't break on that. And it led to the error that opened up the floodgates for the Georgia 7-4 win. Focus back here. Reese Reyna digs in. First pitch is a little bit up, ball 1. Oklahoma State did bounce back today and beat Wisconsin in the nightcap. 1 ball and no strikes to Reyna with a runner at first and 2 outs. Sooners up 5-1. Maxwell misses low. 2 balls and no strikes. The Sooner bullpen is visible through the left field wall. You can kind of see there's a little window and 2 there, and there is no activity as of yet. Here's the 2-0 pitch for Maxwell. Right in for a strike. 2 balls and a strike. Maxwell rocks, fires, grounder, short. Jennings shovels to Torres, inning over. Kelly Maxwell, as close to home as Patty Gasso could get her in the non-conference, has been fantastic. Our guys over the home run tracker have checked in. They're in. What are you guys doing up in Red River, New Mexico? Yeah, straight down Lindsay, I agree with you. It's interesting. I'm trying to come up with proper terminology as we start things here in the 6th. Oklahoma on top 5-1 first pitch to Sid Sanders is in for a strike. I say in the dirt. I say digs in, but you're technically not. I gotta get you right. I gotta change it up, guys. Here's the 0-1 pitch to the right-handed hitting Sooner first baseman. Ooh, she had a big cut to Sanders. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Sid on the night. 0 for 1, reached on a walk. See, Granny Karen is checked in. Michael and El Dorado Hills. Julia Chambers on her way to Corpus Christi. Dr. Susan Walden is back. It's a party. Well, the 0-2 is high for ball 1. Mark Montgomery is checked in from Santa Fe, New Mexico. We're big in Santa Fe, New Mexico tonight. Andy T is in the house. One ball, 2 strikes, the count to Sanders. The pitch, a little bit low. It has been a pretty smooth trip so far, but it's something unique at the hotel. I think you guys will get a kick out of the 2-2. It's fouled straight back. It's kind of it's a really, really cool place, but they've had to be creative with some of the meeting spaces because there's not necessarily a team room. There's not like meeting rooms. So Coach Gasso and Coach Rocha and Coach JT, they're having meetings and film study, a little bit of everywhere. It's creativity at its finest. The 2-2. Good cut, fouled it straight back. Hope you'll join us again tomorrow morning. I say morning. For some reason, everything that's before noon, I've decided to label as, or after 1 o'clock. It's no longer morning. 1:30 tomorrow, OU and Lamar. And these same 2 teams tomorrow night at 6:30. 2 balls and 2 strikes to count to Sanders. The pitch laced into right center field and down for a hit. Sanders just peppered it out there into right center field. She's got her first hit of the game. First hit Sanders, her first hit of the day. 0 for 2 in the opener. Like she had a walk. Guess she did not. Here's Riley Boone. Big hit of the game, Riley Boone. 2-run single back in the second when the Sooners were down 1-0. Runner at first, nobody out, 5-1 Sooners. Shows bunt, pulls it back, takes the ball low. So 1:30 means our plan is to be on the air at 1:15 tomorrow. We'll see. There is a game before us tomorrow. Knock on wood, these games have been moving pretty well. 1-0 is lined down the left field line, fair. Riley Boone smacks one opposite field down the left field line past the third baseman Bouvier. Beautiful piece of hitting. It's a single. Riley Boone is having a day. 2-hit game here tonight. Drove in 2 runs earlier today. Have a day, Riley Boone. Have a start to your season. All right, here's Alina Torres. She's laying down a beautiful bunt that'll work as a perfect sacrifice. On to third goes Sanders. Off to second is Boone. Credit Alina Torres with a beautiful sacrifice bunt, and that ball hit, and it spun. Good play off the circle by Sanders to go get it.
The center fielder, 24, Jada Coleman.
Sliding through here, trying to find the start times for the other games tomorrow, and I can't find it. I realize I'm looking at McNeese State's schedule from last year. Jada swings to the first pitch. It's a piece of it, strike one. Jada's 1 for 2 on the day, single scored a run. All right, the first game tomorrow is at 11 a.m. Lamar in Central Arkansas. And weather is no longer an issue the rest of the week. It's going to be a little overcast, maybe a little bit cooler than normal. Here's the 0-1 to Jada. Pops it foul and straight back, 0-2. Opener today, Jada went 2 for 3 with a run scored. She's 1 for 2 here tonight. Sanders stares in. We're ready. Here we go. The 0-2 up high. Coleman almost gave us our first ball called on a clock delay, but the umpires blew that earlier today. Here's the 1-2. Pop down the left field line. Should be deep enough to score Sanders. Otto's under it, makes the catch. Sanders tags and scores on the sac fly. RBI from Jada Coleman. It's 6-1 Oklahoma. Good stuff from Jada there. Knew her job, went out and did it.
Third baseman, number 33, Alyssa Brito.
And here's Brito. Runner at second is Boone. She stayed there on the sac fly from Coleman. So we're going to have a visit to the circle here. I don't even know how many other pitchers McNeese State has. They're going to make a move. So James Landreneau gets out there, and there we go. We're going to have another pitching change for McNeese State. A hug as Sanders is done. But this is the first time she's been in a game to pitch, and that first pitch looked like it for ball one that hangs up high to Alyssa Brito. Riley Ford. There's a strike. Maybe in this instance, 6-1. Still feel like you're in the game, but these two teams are scheduled to play each other tomorrow. 1 ball and a strike. Boy, that one hangs up high, 2-1. Fans here getting a little restless. The 2-1. Popped down the right field line, slicing away from and out of play. Dine was chasing that one down. We're going over all of our pitching numbers and stats they had provided us. This wasn't a name that was on any of their lists. Yeah, Schexnayder, Davis, and Sanders. This ball is absolutely destroyed by Alyssa Brito and launched over the left center field wall. It's a Brito bomb that left the stadium. 8-1 Oklahoma. You heard the thud, and then it went past the Pokes in the Oaks. Oh my goodness. For Brito on the season, that is home run number 4. She leads the team. RBI 6 and 7. 8-1 Sooners. First pitch, a little bit up, ball 1. Alyssa Brito did not play in the opener today. She's returned here tonight The 1-0 pitch drops in for a strike. And has been fantastic. Tiare Jennings is 1 for 3. 8-1 Sooners, 8 runs on 11 hits. Here's the pitch. That's in for a strike. This is going to be something to see the Sooners, how they're going to attack. Pitcher they haven't seen much. Jennings fouls that one well out of play. You're just looking up any kind of stat on Ford, and you quickly realize, bouncer towards short. Reyna up with it, throws high. Got her. Poncho stayed on the bag, inning over, but the damage is done. The first home run of the season is an absolute bomb off the bat of Alyssa Brito. Here we go to the bottom of the 6th inning. What a night for Kelly Maxwell. We'll close the book as Carly Keeney will check in. Of course, Maxwell can re-enter if necessary. Pitching changes this season are brought to you by Love's Travel Stops. Love's Travel Stops, the heart of the highway. Carly Keeney had a great start to her Oklahoma career last week. Her performance against Long Beach State was solid. Came in, didn't allow another base runner, didn't allow another hit last week. Total numbers on the season so far for Keeney. Oklahoma on top 8-1 in the bottom of the 6th inning. 6 2/3 innings pitched. Giving up just 3 hits, has struck out 3. And we mentioned that Long Beach game. She got the win. Retired 13 of the 13 batters that she faced. There we go. For McNeese State. To the top of the lineup, and Chloe Gomez. So much fun softball going on. Season is officially back, guys. Baseball season starting today. First pitch, college baseball. First pitch is low for ball 1. 8 runs on 11 hits for the Sooners. 1 run on 3 hits. 2 of those for Poncha, including a home run. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Mentioned some weird scores. We'll try to get to as many as we can in the post-game show. But Thomas, our media relations guru, was telling me that 1-1 pitch pulls away. Missouri won today 1-0 against Texas A&M. Was it Corpus Christi? It was Texas A&M. Anyway, both teams were no hit, and Missouri won the game 1-0. Here's the 2-1. Swing and a miss, strike 2 from Keeney. Been fun to follow all the softball all day long. It continues tomorrow. We'll continue all season. Thanks for being along for the ride with us. Not just on the Sooner Radio Network, but social media. It's been a blast. Keeney misses with a 2-2 inside 3-2. Missouri's playing down in Denton, Texas. They won today over South Dakota State 4-3. Here's the 3-2. Bounced foul at the plate. Texas did hold off Tennessee, won it 2-1. Arizona beats Arkansas out in Tucson 3-2. Shouts out to our buddy DJ Gasso, making things happen in Arkansas. Yeah, Texas A&M Commerce. Thank you for those who corrected me. Pitch is fouled away. Yeah, how about this doubleheader today for Missouri? They beat South Dakota State 4-3, and they beat Texas A&M Commerce on a game where both pitchers threw a no-hitter. How does that even happen? Here's the 3-2 pitch. Launched to left center field, but that's a no-fly zone. Jada Coleman's out there, makes the catch, and there's the first out of the inning. Here's trouble. Well, we're going to have a pinch hitter. First time tonight. James Landreneau is going to go to his bench. Jada Munoz. I thought I saw 11 when she first went in there. They're re-entering? Munoz will pinch hit, right-handed hitting bat. First pitch low for a ball. Yeah. One Texas A&M Commerce error. Came in the first inning, too. That's up high. 2 balls and no strikes for Kylie Keeney on Jada Munoz. Back in action tomorrow. Hope you'll join us at 1:30 p.m. for a showdown against Lamar. The 2-0 pitch misses low ball 3. Can I say that on the air, Toby? Yep. March 6th, that same Texas A&M Commerce team will be coming to Norman. There's a strike. 3 balls and a strike to Munoz. So they lose in a dual no-hitter on an unearned run in the first inning, and then we'll see him at Love's Field on March 6th. Line drive, right field, caught. Boone is right there. I mean, right there, 2 away. Avery Hodge has re-entered at second base. Boone's in right. Coleman's in center. There's Hanacor, who has checked in left field. Brito at third. Jennings at short. Avery Hodge at second. Sanders at first. And the battery of Keeney and Kinsey Hansen, who was dancing along to, was that Motley Crue? First pitch swinging, chop to Jennings. Off the high hop, the shortstop fires a laser. And just like that, it's a 1-2-3 inning. Oklahoma surgical. We head to the 7th. Oklahoma in control, leading 8 till we head to the top of the 7th inning. 8 runs on 11 hits for the Sooners. 1 run on 3 hits. Carly Keeney, a scoreless inning in relief after a fantastic outing from Kelly Maxwell. Sooner Softball, as always, is brought to you by our friends at Brahms. Brahms Ice Cream and Dairy Stores. Farm fresh for over 50 years. Did you know the Oklahoma Medical Research Foundation has more than 300 researchers working daily to combat Alzheimer's, autoimmune disorders, cancer, and heart disease? Learn more about Oklahoma's Medical Research Foundation at omrf.org. We'd like to thank our OU community outreach partners, Fowler Auto Group, OU Health, and Coca-Cola. University of Oklahoma Athletics is one with you. So Bradley Ford gets an inning. Now Alexis Dibley will try to shut the Sooners down and hold this at a touchdown deficit. Dibley's a freshman out of Sam Houston High School. She pitched 2 2/3 against New Mexico, scattered 6 hits, allowed 3 runs, struck out 2, walked 2. And she'll face what looks to be a trio of pinch hitters here. Quincy Lilio, Riley Ludlam has moved into the on-deck circle. So here's Q. They're just jamming. They ride that music right up to the last second. Dibley's first pitch misses low and away to Q for ball 1. Good to see Q getting a pinch hit opportunity. That one earlier today in the Sooners' 9-zip win over Central Arkansas. 1-0. This is low and away. right out of Oceanside, California. 275 hitter last year. Looking for her first hit of 2024. The 2-0 is in the dirt. She ended up playing in 47 games last year. Remember, we had a stretch during the season last year when Grace Lyons wasn't feeling well. And we saw Quincy start quite a few games at second base. Started 12 games, second outfield or DP. Here's the 3-0 pitch to Q. That's in for a strike. One career home run, 4 career extra base hits. Q is 0 for 3 on the season so far. It's hit by a pitch. She swings through a high fastball for strike 2. Full count, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Full count here. The pitch. Line drive, left field falling fast, but not fast enough. Otto comes racing in to make the catch, and there's one away. And here's Riley Ludlam hitting in Kinsey Hansen's spot. She hit it hard, but right at the left fielder. Hannah Core, by the way, has moved into the on-deck circle now, so a trio of pinch hitters. One more thing on that. A&M Commerce, Texas A&M Commerce, and Missouri double no-hitter. That Missouri won 1-0. Jessica Bames checked in. The leadoff hitter walked, stole second and third, and scored on a sac fly. Laird reached again in the 6th on an error. Stole second, but was stranded at third. Well, there you go. That's how it happens. Walks, errors. First pitch to Ludlam is low for a ball. 8-1 here. The Sooners well on their way to making it 59 straight. Ludlam at the clutch hit in the comeback win over Washington last Friday night. Lined out earlier today. Hits this one hard but foul. A little chillier maybe than we might have expected. I packed like I couldn't figure out if we were going to Antarctica or Los Angeles. It's a hot mess. And then 1-1. Check swing foul back. Claims it's 61 here right now. It's a little cooler than that. Had rain all morning long. This is an all-turf field, so a little bit shocked whenever we pulled up and they were playing, and it has been a frustrating light rain all day. 1-2. Ludlam rocks it foul. Look out. I thought a cool moment was during batting practice. The Sooners first got here, went to do our pregame interview with Coach Casso, and the team was rocking How Do You Like Me Now by Toby Keith to start their hitting session. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Popped up behind home plate. Is there room? No. Oh, nearly a good catch. Dropped in the stands. That guy's going to have to move now. Everyone's looking at him. Still can't find the softball. What happened? Oh, when he dropped it and hit a kid. Oh, no. She's okay. She's just shook. Here's the 1-2. Swing and miss. Got it. 2-way. Yeah, I think it popped off the guy's hand. It caught the kid's hand. 2-way for Hannah Core. The T-shirts, the strikeout T-shirts are out. The place is going crazy. There's Hannah Core. Sooners putting up an 8-1 lead has taken some of the energy out of this partisan McNeese State crowd. Core rockets the first one, foul off her foot. She's good, though. Boy, Anna Core had a great fall. Now it's just a matter of seeing if it can carry over to the season. Was credited with an RBI earlier today in a pinch hit appearance. Swing and a miss at the rise, 0-2. Core reached on a fielder's choice. Considered a redshirt sophomore out of Yorba Linda, California. 3 career hits so far. Popped up left side. Is there room? Oh, there is. What an amazing play by Phillips. Wow. She went racing towards the netting and crashed into it as the catcher caught the ball just before it went foul. And let me correct something. Hannah's still looking for her first career hit. Maybe it's coming this weekend. We head to the bottom of the 7th inning. Emily Phillips will lead things off in the bottom of the 7th. 8-1 Sooners. First pitch from Carly Keeney is in for a strike. 8 runs on 10 hits. 1 run on 3 hits, 2 errors for McNeese State. Alyssa Brito hit an absolute bomb earlier in this game. First home run of the day for the Sooners. Boy, that pitch was a beauty. No balls and 2 strikes. Just changed speeds and had Phillips buckled. Phillips on the day is 0 for 2. Pitch. Fouled it off her fists. Well, it looked a little bit challenging in the first. Corinne Poncha blasted a home run with 2 outs. And that's when Kelly Maxwell took over. 5 straight strikeouts. Didn't allow a base runner again until the 4th. No-use offense took over. There's a looper towards center field, just past the diving Hodge, and McNeese State has the leadoff hitter aboard for the first time tonight. Samantha Mundine slated to hit here. And the lefty freshman will dig in. Runner at first. Down 8-1. Don't anticipate anything too risky here from Coach Landreneau. The first pitch is popped foul. A couple of defensive changes for the Sooners. Riley Ludlam in behind the plate. I mentioned Avery Hodge with a diving attempt there at second. Her and Sid Sanders have the right side of the infield covered. Brito back at third for game number 2 with Tiara Jennings at short. 0-1, fouled back again. Hannah Core stays in left with Coleman in center and Riley Boone in right. All right, let's get ready to stay caught up on this Texas-Stanford game this evening. Should be a fun one down in Clearwater. 0-2, pop foul. Texas just coming off a nice win over Tennessee. These ads on the StatCast are killing me. The bottom of the first inning scoreless between Stanford and Texas. 8-1 Sooners. Bottom of the 7th. Pitch. Misses a little bit up. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Sooners will be the visitors in game 1 tomorrow and the home team in game 2. I got that backwards. The 1-2 is low, 2-2. Sooners will be the home team in the first game tomorrow and the visitors here tomorrow night. And it will be a great day for Sooner athletics tomorrow. Take a look ahead with schedules in the post-game show. There's a grounder to short, could be 2. To second for 1. Hodge turns it, not in time. Undine reaches on the fielder's choice. Phillips is retired at second. Here's Brooke Otto's spot. She'll hit. Yeah, Texas has 2 on with nobody out in the bottom of the first inning. And Kylie Chung is pitching for Stanford. So Kennedy's not pitching. Here's Brooke Otto. First pitch, up high, ball 1. Otto is 0 for 2 with a strikeout, and she grounded out to short. She bats here with the Cowgirls down 8-1. OU is rolled after falling behind 1-0. Grounder off the glove to Jennings at second. To first for 2. Are you kidding me? It ricocheted off Keeney's glove. Right to Jennings, who shoveled to Hodges, and 59 in a row is on an unlikely double play as Oklahoma knocks off McNeese State by a final score of 8-1. The Bud Light postgame show is coming up next. What a wild way to finish this one. This is Sooner Softball from Learfield.